Germany's borders have never stood still for long. In just over a century, they expanded across Europe, collapsed under defeat, were split in two by ideology, and finally stitched back together again. Few countries have seen their territory change so often or so dramatically. This is the story of how Germany's borders were drawn, erased, and redrawn. Germany first appeared as a unified state in 1871. After defeating France, the German Empire was proclaimed, uniting Prussia and the southern German kingdoms into a single country. On the map, Germany now stretched from the North Sea in the north to the Alps in the south, forming a powerful new state at the center of Europe. As part of unification, Alsace-Lorraine was annexed from France in 1871, pushing Germany's western border forward and marking its first major territorial expansion. For more than 4 decades, from 1871 to 1914, the German Empire's borders remained largely unchanged. While its economy and military strength grew rapidly, the shape of the country on the map stayed stable, and its frontiers became familiar across Europe. In 1914, the First World War broke, and the German Empire entered the conflict aiming to expand its influence and reshape Europe's borders. During the war, German forces occupied territories beyond their pre-war frontiers, including parts of Belgium, northern France, Poland, and the Baltic region. On the map, Germany temporarily appeared larger than before, but these gains were based on military occupation rather than permanent annexation, and their survival depended entirely on the outcome of the war. In 1918, defeated in the First World War, the German Empire collapsed militarily, and in 1919, the new German state, known as the Weimar Republic, was forced to accept the Treaty of Versailles, which imposed sweeping territorial losses. Alsace-Lorraine was returned to France. Eupen-Malmedy was transferred to Belgium. Northern Schleswig was ceded to Denmark after a plebiscite. In the east, Germany lost Poznan, West Prussia, and parts of Upper Silesia to the newly re-established Polish state. East Prussia was cut off from the rest of Germany by the Polish corridor, while Danzig became a free city under international supervision. Germany's borders shrank dramatically, and millions of ethnic Germans now lived outside the country. From 1919 to 1935, the Weimar Republic remained confined within these reduced borders. The first change came in 1935, when the Saar region rejoined Germany following a referendum, slightly expanding the western frontier and signaling the beginning of territorial revision. Expansion accelerated rapidly in 1938 under Nazi Germany. Germany annexed Austria, eliminating the border that had existed since 1871 and extending German territory deep into the Alpine region. Later the same year, Germany annexed the Sudetenland, pushing its borders into Czechoslovakia and surrounding key mountain defenses. In 1939, Nazi Germany completed the dismantling of Czechoslovakia. Bohemia and Moravia were placed under German control as a protectorate, while Slovakia emerged as a German-aligned state. That same year, in September 1939, German forces invaded Poland from the west, triggering the outbreak of the Second World War. Under the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, Poland was divided between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. Germany annexed western Poland, including Poznan, Upper Silesia, West Prussia, and the Łódź region, extending its eastern border far beyond its pre-war limits. Central Poland was reorganized as the general government, controlled by Germany, but kept outside its formal borders. At the same time, the Soviet Union annexed eastern Poland, establishing a new German-Soviet frontier across the former Polish state. In 1940, Nazi Germany expanded its control across northern and western Europe. In April, German forces invaded and occupied Denmark and Norway, securing access to the North Sea and the Baltic. Although Denmark and Norway were not annexed, both fell under direct German occupation. In May, Germany launched a massive offensive in the west, invading the Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg. Luxembourg was effectively absorbed into the German system, while the Netherlands and Belgium were placed under military occupation. Later in 1940, German forces invaded France. Paris was occupied in June, and France was forced to surrender. Northern and western France fell under German occupation, while southern France was governed by the Vichy regime under German influence. Alsace-Lorraine was once again incorporated directly into Germany, further extending the western border. In 1941, Nazi Germany expanded its control into southeastern Europe. German forces invaded Yugoslavia and Greece, dismantling both states and placing large areas under German and Axis occupation. These campaigns secured Germany's southern flank and expanded its influence across the Balkans. A decisive shift came in June 1941, when Nazi Germany launched a massive invasion of the Soviet Union. This marked the collapse of the German-Soviet agreement and opened the largest front of the war. German forces advanced rapidly eastward, overrunning the Baltic states, Belarus, Ukraine, and large parts of western Russia. These territories were placed under German military occupation and reorganized into administrative zones, such as the Reichskommissariats, bringing vast areas of Eastern Europe under German control. By 1942, German power reached its greatest territorial extent. Although many eastern lands were occupied, rather than formally annexed, Nazi Germany's authority stretched from the Atlantic coast to the outskirts of the Caucasus, creating the largest German-controlled area in history. On the map, Germany and its occupied territories dominated the European continent. This expansion proved unsustainable. From 1943 onward, Nazi Germany began to lose territory as Allied forces pushed back on all fronts. As the Soviet armies advanced westward, German control over Eastern Europe collapsed. Occupied territories were lost one by one, and Germany's borders retreated rapidly toward their pre-war position. By 1945, Germany was completely defeated, and the German state ceased to exist as a sovereign entity. The consequences for its territory were severe and permanent. All lands east of the Oder-Neisse line were lost, including Silesia, Pomerania, and East Prussia, which were transferred to Poland and the Soviet Union. Germany's eastern border shifted hundreds of kilometers westward, and millions of Germans were expelled from these regions. In 1949, Germany re-emerged as two separate states. West Germany, officially the Federal Republic of Germany, emerged in the Western occupation zones, while East Germany, officially the German Democratic Republic, was established in the East under Soviet influence. Berlin, although located deep inside East Germany, was itself divided, symbolizing both Germany's partition and the wider Cold War division of Europe. For 4 decades, Germany existed behind rigid borders that reflected global ideological conflict. Then, in 1989, the fall of the Berlin Wall signaled the collapse of that division. In 1990, the Federal Republic of Germany reunified, absorbing East Germany into a single state. The country formally recognized the Oder-Neisse line as its permanent eastern border, fixing Germany's modern territorial shape. From unification in 1871, through dramatic expansion, catastrophic defeat, division, and eventual reunification, Germany's borders tell a story of power gained and lost.